Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tarita, owner of Trescents by Tarita, and I make videos all about my journey of starting a candle business. In today's video, I will be making a single candle trying a new marbling technique. My current marbling technique, I'm thinking forwardly. If I get large batches of candles, my current marbling technique would be quite time consuming. So I'm trying to find something that will be more practical for longevity wise, not just for a few candles, but for large amounts of candles. I want to be as fast and proficient as I possibly can. So just sit back and relax and watch as I use this new marbling technique. This will be my very first time doing this marbling technique. So we'll just see how it goes, and maybe I'll stick with it. Thank you. So I will, of course, start out by measuring my wax. In my candle blend, I use Golden Wax 454 and Hive and Honey's White Beeswax in my candle. So I just put in my main wax, which was 454. Now I am going to put in my beeswax. Next, I will be pouring in my fragrance, or measuring out my fragrance load. I use 10% fragrance, and today I will be using gardenia and mixing bergamot and gardenia together. I never mixed these two together, so we're just gonna try it out. I'm thinking about doing 75% gardenia and 25% 75% gardenia and 25% bergamot. So that would be 20 grams of gardenia. Next, I am going to wick my jar. This is a 16-ounce salsa jar. So this jar has, I don't know if you can see, has lines on the side right here. And that lets me know where the center of the jar is. So I'm just gonna try to get it as close to perfect as possible. And for this, because I'm only making one candle, I'm gonna do the double boiler method for this. The wicks that I'm using is the HTP series, so it looks pretty close to me. So now I'm going to go downstairs, and the colors, I'm going to try to marble with two colors this go around. Since this is like a gardenia and a bergamot, I'm going to use like a green and a yellow to dye this candle, to marble this candle. So I'm going to go downstairs and do the double boiler method, and I'll be back. So I am downstairs now. I have the wax on the double boiler. So I'll come back once it is all melted. So my wax is melted, and my wax is at about 200 degrees. So I am going to pour in my fragrance oil and take this off the stove. I'm going to turn my heat off. Pour in my fragrance. Ooh, wrong. Pour in my fragrance. I'm going to mix this for 2 minutes. Mix this for 2 minutes. Take this off the heat first. And then mix this for 2 minutes. And then I'll come back once it's mixed. So I have stirred for 2 minutes. And my temperature is at like 160. So I will pour a little bit into a smaller container. So I'm going to pour a little bit into here. And then I'm going to put 1 drop of green leaf on one side and put 1 drop of this yellow onto. I'm gonna try 2 colors and see how it works out. And now I'm going to just pour this into the bottom of this candle. I think I did it wrong, you guys. I think I was supposed to pour the wax into the jar first and then swirl it around. I think I was supposed to pour it into the jar first. But we will see how this turns out. I think I poured a little bit too much wax. I think I'm gonna like this marbling technique though, you guys, because it is definitely faster. So this is how the inside of the jar looks. So I'm gonna let this dry completely before I pour the rest of the wax. So you guys, I want to try another jar. I want to try marble again because I think that one is not going to be right. I'm not going to fill this candle up. I'm just trying to see, because on the other candle I put a small amount of wax into a pouring pitcher and dyed it. But I think I was supposed to pour a little bit of wax into this container, put the drops of wax, and try. So I'm going to try it one more time on this jar, even though I'm not going to fill this jar up with wax. So I have some wax in this one, and I'm going to pour a little bit of, oh shoot, I think I did that one messed up too. Okay, so we're going to try this one more time. Hopefully I think, yes, you guys, I think this is better. and how it was supposed to be. But I don't think I put enough wax. Let me try to put a little bit more wax. Okay, I put a little bit more wax in here. I'm making a mess, you guys. Yes, you guys, I think this is how it was supposed to be. Look at that compared to the other jar that I have. I want to show you what this jar looks like once it dries as well, even though I'm not going to fill it up. So you guys, this is mostly dry, the original jar. I just wanted to show you how the marble looked with me pouring it in the pitcher first. As you can see the difference. And both of them are still empty, but I want you to see the difference. I like this technique, putting the wax in the jar and then the dye versus putting it in the pouring pitcher with the dye. It muddles a little, to me it muddles a little bit more if you pouring it from the pitcher to the jar. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with wax. And this is undyed wax. This is just the regular wax. And my measurement is going to be off because I poured some of it in the smaller container. So I will show you what the candle looks like once it's completely dry. So I just want to show you guys what the candles look like in the light. And it's pretty much dry. Kind of like this also now that it's kind of dry. It's mostly dry, not all the way dry, but has a sinkhole at the top, but that can be fixed with a heat gun. So that's the one. This is the candle that I poured in the pitcher first and then put the dye in the pitcher and then poured it into this jar. And I did 2 colors on this one. And then this is the one, I didn't completely fill it, but as you can see, this one it's like more white on the jar, but I like the way this marbled, I think better than, I guess because I use this one color, so you can differentiate the white and the green versus this one. It has 2 colors. I don't know, you guys. Which one do you think is a better marbling look? Which one is a better look in your opinion? This one looks more, less opaque because I filled it with wax. Whereas this one kind of looks clear to some degree because it's empty in the inside. So if you can imagine what it would be like if it was completely filled and not hollow. So you guys let me know which technique do you like.